best that's what happens. It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Right then, this is Hard Drivin on the Midway Arcade Treasures 2 compilation for the PS2. I don't know which is the key. That would appear to be the key. Okay, we'll do that. No, okay, that's not it then. How, okay. The last time I played this, that's not the key. That's the key. The last time I played this, I was playing it on a backwardly compatible PS3, and when I got to a certain point, going up this hill, possibly when I reached the top of the hill, I fell through the road. That bit of road, I think. Possibly this bit. Let's see. Will I fall through the road? No, but I will hit the car coming the other way. Whoops. That was not great. I love this game on the Sega Mega Drive. You know, frame rate and everything, not great, but it was the best that's what happens. I thought maybe it was an issue with the playing it on a backwardly compatible PS3, but no, it turns out it's just a completely bugged version of the game. That's really bloody annoying. Why does it do that? Go now, please. Don't fall through the road. We don't want to die. We want to play the game and make a video. Please, if you don't mind. Yeah, so, I mean, I was never good at this in the arcade. Oh God, I'm not good at it here either, obviously. I'm good at it on the Mega Drive. I just want to play a more accurate version of it. Probably the best way I found of playing it is actually Hard Drivin 2 on the Amiga, played with a trackball. And when I say Hard Drivin 2, I don't mean race driving. I mean Hard Drivin 2 Drive Harder, which is basically the original game but tweaked so that it's not completely broken, which originally it was. Whoops. This is not great. Game over. God. Yeah, okay. I mean, they couldn't make it much harder, could they? Maybe I'd be better off using gears? Probably not. Let's try it with the D-pad instead of the analog pad. I surely won't do any better, but we'll try it. It's how I play on the Mega Drive. We'll try with the buttons instead of the sticks. I don't know about this. Well, okay, we're still going. Half my problem is I just go too fast. I mean, what's the... Oh, 890 round here, theoretically. I ain't too sure about that. There's a fly just flew in front of the screen. How dare it? And why are there flies? We're in the middle of winter. There is nothing a fly would find interesting in this room. I don't know what it's doing here. I'm not pleased to have it here. Sod off, Mr. Fly. It's not a house fly. It's some funny little thing. It makes me wonder. I mean, I don't know what the people are like in this house. I've met some and they seem pleasant, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the bodies yet, but you just never... Oh my God. You wait. Will we fall through the road again? shots. We're going too far. Oh, Jesus. That's just hard. Game over. Yeah, that is really harsh. Really, really harsh. I mean, I did slightly better than, I don't know what, actually. Probably not slightly better than anything. I'm disappointed. I wanted it to be playable, but really it isn't. I guess the arcade game wasn't either because, well, they don't want your money, so they're not going to make it easy for you. But damn. Okay, short and sweet. Thank you for watching. Let's see if I can find something I can play a bit better than that. Hello. Today's question for Q&A is from Lord Hate, the embodiment of all evil, Peter, who goes by a different name now, which is equally long and entertaining. Nothing hateful about Peter, so don't be fooled by the name. Yeah, link to his channel down there, by the way. For Q&A, apologies if you have answered this in another video. I haven't. But do you use a digital camera or film? Which do you prefer, and what do you think are the pluses and minuses of each one? Hope Joe's eye appointment went well. Answering the last part first, Joe's, I don't know which appointment that would have been, but she's had eye surgery recently. It appears to have gone well. A whole plethora of eye problems she's got, and they seem to be getting it sorted, so that's good. Cameras. I use digital. I've got a Canon EOS 1300D, something like that. It's a bottom of the range entry level thing. Few years old. I like it. I don't know what to say about it really. I haven't used film in many years. I suppose the thing is, I like digital because it allows you to shoot lots and lots and lots and lots of pictures, and that doesn't cost you anything. Where shooting with film, you got to buy the film, you got to pay for it to be developed. If you take a bad shot with digital, doesn't matter, you know, delete it, nothing lost. You shoot a bad shot with film, well, that costs you money. It costs you money for the film, it costs you money to get it developed. When I was in primary school, I was in the photography club, which was basically one teacher and 3 pupils. And we shot in black and white using, I had a camera then, I had an SLR. Like the teacher had got a really crappy camera, and I shows up with this SLR, and it's like, great, we'll use that instead. And so I learned how to develop black and white film back then, and that was great, and it's probably something I would still enjoy if I had the equipment and the place to do it. I mean, the ensuite in here would probably make a good darkroom. There's no light gets in there, but you know, I can't be doing with all of that. Advantages of film, honestly, I don't really know. There is a sort of the analog feel, the warmth, or the not too sharp. There is a thing with digital which people, it's a mistake, they over sharpen, or this the urge to make things as sharp as possible, super fine focusing and everything, which you don't necessarily get on old film cameras, and on old film you get a certain warmth and a slight fuzziness that can look really nice. I have gotten away from the giving too much of a damn about focus. There are a couple of different schools of thought in photography. There's your camera club kind of photography, which is all about the technical aspects. Perfect focus, perfect exposure, depth of field, finely controlled, and it's technical, it's far too fussy. I just don't give a crap about that kind of thing.
Then there's the art side of photography, in which focus doesn't matter at all. Does not matter. So long as it's done what you intended, captured the idea that you intended in as much detail as you intended, which may be lots or maybe not very much at all, it's all good. Art is in the eye of the beholder and the creator, if you like. If the picture comes out how you want it, great. I'm of that mind. Digital allows me to do things I couldn't do with a conventional film camera. Developing in colour, you're at the mercy of whoever you give your film to develop it. I mean, actually doing it yourself, beyond me, got no idea. So you can't dictate the way it's going to look, the way the colours are developed, how vibrant they are or how muted they are, or are things shifted in terms of tonal quality. I shoot in RAW when I'm taking photos. It's like you don't lose any of the detail. You kept everything that the camera sees is there in the data, in the saved file, where JPEGs are compressed and it throws a lot of stuff away, and it optimizes, I guess. It gives it creates an image that it thinks is the optimum best quality image for the viewer's enjoyment. Where I'm like, don't want that. I don't want the camera to decide how it's going to look, because what I do when I develop using Lightroom and I develop the raw files, I actually make the images look worse than they did in terms of tonal range, dynamic range. The dark colours are less dark, the light colours are less light. I narrow it all and shift it sort of into the green a bit. It's a vintage style image that comes out, and it's like that. Anyone who's familiar with my photos will notice if I shoot the sky and there's blue sky in my photos, that blue sky is kind of green. It's sort of turquoise. That's just the way it comes out, and it's a vintage preset. Well, I start off with the preset and then tweak it and make it all look worse, and I try to make it look like old film. So I suppose I would like to shoot in film if I could get old out-of-date film from the 1950s. Yeah, that'd work nicely. But no, I totally shoot digital. I don't have the skill or the knowledge. I mean, you've got to know what you're doing to shoot with film. You know, you got to have your light meter. You've got to get your aperture and your shutter speed and everything right to get your exposure right. And if you don't get it right, your picture's going to look shite. Where with digital, get it near enough, it's alright, you can fix it in post. That's how I work. You see my photos that go up on Instagram or whatever, and they look great in their kind of retro degraded way, but a lot of those actually look really bloody awful straight out of the camera, and it's just what you can do with Lightroom if you're shooting in RAW. It doesn't matter if it's under or overexposed, and I love that versatility. Yeah, so digital all the way for me. Don't know what else I can say about it, really. No, wouldn't mind getting another camera. Well, actually, I'm aware of the lack of resolution of my camera, and it bothers me slightly that I can't turn the screen around. I can't take a selfie with that camera, but then I'm not big on selfies anyway, so whatever. Not good for doing this, because I can't frame it up or anything. I can't see myself because I can't rotate the screen. But yeah, the lack of resolution's a bit of a bummer. The lack of I'm not so bothered about the lack of dynamic range. The lack of light sensitivity is not a great camera for shooting in low light. But really, your camera is less important than your lenses. And really, I'm lacking a telephoto lens. There's a view out there that I'd love to take a photo of, but the best I can do from here is like 55mm lens, the kit lens, and that's not going to zoom in nearly close enough. And cropped in that far, nah, it looks rubbish. But I don't need lots of kit. The kind of photography I do, bits of buildings as Joe likes to call it, I don't need fancy kit. So yeah, I'll probably keep going with this camera for quite a few years to come, I think. Okay, that's about all I've got to say about that. So anyone else who's got any questions they would like answering in a video like this, leave your question in the comments below and begin with for Q&A, so I know not to just answer in the comments. Now watch another video. There'll be links and things to the playlist on whatever that this video is appearing in. Probably. I might forget. I tend to.
Patreon? That's not even a word. You've made it up.